Mahabodhi Temple、久しぶりに、大菩提寺大東から配信させていただいております。今日は5月28日、毎月28日は、お題目 Offering to spread the peace and terror in the world、世界平和のための、招待1時間ということで、Facebook グループアカウントを使って、配信をさせていただいております。参加してくださった方、本当にありがとうございました。この朝のお勤めもこちらマハボディから配信させていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。I am here, Mahabodhi Temple, and first of all, I would like to say thank you so much, those who attend the Odaimaku Offering to Spread the Peace and Terror the World project. Every 28th, we are chanting together for 1 hour using the Facebook group account. So I'm very happy to chanting together. Anyway, let's get started. हम ईमानदारी से महामंडारा गोहनसों के सभी उदायमुख आदरणीय लोगों के लिए सद्रम पुंडरीक सूत्र शाश्वत बुद्धा शाक्यामुनि प्रभुत रत्न बुद्धा और सभी अतीत वर्तमान और भविष्य के बुद्धों के लिए 10 दिशाओं में समर्पित करते हैं। हम आगे खुद को पृथ्वी के 4 महाबोधि सत्व के लिए समर्पित करते हैं, जैसे विशिष्ट कारित्र बोधिसत्व, अनंत कारित्र बोधिसत्व, विशुद्ध कारित्र बोधिसत्व, सुप्रतिष्ठ कारित्र बोधिसत्व। बोधिसत्व के सभी बोधिसत्व मंजूश्री समंतभद्र मैत्रेय अवलोकितेश्वर शाक्यामुनि के महान शिष्य बुद्ध शारिपुत्र मोकार्ण काश्यप आनंद महाश्रवक और धर्म के सभी सुरक्षणात्मक देवताओं के लिए हम आगे अपने मूल बुद्ध द्वारा भेजे गए महाबोधिसत्व निचिरेन शोनिन के लिए खुद को समर्पित करते हैं। हम आगे अपने आप को उनके शिष्य रेंगे आचार्य निचिजी शोनि पहले विदेशी मिशनरी के लिए समर्पित करते हैं। सभी जीवों को वह पुण्य प्राप्त हो जो हमने सूत्र के पाठ से संचित किया है। हम आप सभी के साथ यह हार्दिक भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं। आप हमारे प्रति अपनी करुणा से इस पवित्र स्थान पर आए, हमें अपनी बुद्धि के प्रकाश से देखें और इस सूत्र का पाठ और करने और नवव्योहोरेंगे क्यों का जप करने की हमारी पेशकश को स्वीकार करें। नवव्योहोरेंगे क्यों सुजो मुहें मुजो जिन जिन मिम्यो नो の方は百千万号にも相立て祀ることかたし、我今見聞し受持することを得たり、願わくは如来の第一義を下せ、至極の大乗思議すべからず、見聞即知皆菩提に近づく。能線は星、所詮は星、色相の文字はすなわちこれ王人なり。無量の功徳皆この経に集まれり。このゆえに自在に妙に訓示密に訳す。内無知罪を滅し善を生ず。もしは真もしは法、共に仏道上善。三世の諸仏人人の妙伝なり。諸上世世地具し頂戴せ。The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to meet even once in thousands and millions of eons. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great Bhikkhu is very difficult for us to understand. We should be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding is the Buddha's wisdom. Expounded is the Buddha's truth. The letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is caught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite merits are accumulated in this sutra. We can experience our past transgression, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merits of this sutra. It doesn't matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe the sutra or surrender it. This sutra is the most wonderful and the most excellent taught by the Buddha of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, verse after verse, word after word. 妙法蓮華経法弁本第二二次世尊十三枚安常にきたり発祥仏へ人人無量ご知恵難下難入一切相も薬師仏勝負小医者が仏像信号百千万億無種小仏人形小仏人形小仏無量道法有妙正妙正不問上十人理像随義小説一種難下シャリオツ五十条仏主十因縁主十意公縁公無種法米インド主上料理小医者が如来法弁事件波乱大具足ザリオス如来寺東大臣の無量無下力無償天上下脱三昧人入無罪上一切未曾有法チャリオス如来の主分強摂相法根自入エッタ修士チャリオス主要根子無量無変微増無法物質上シシャリオツシュブ摂相微作仏相上十大一系難下司法唯物用内道空自小法実小医小法尿税小尿税小尿大尿税力尿税差尿税陰尿遠尿税下尿法尿税本末空境小医小法尿税小尿税小尿大尿税力尿差尿税陰尿税遠尿大尿税法尿税本末空境小医小法尿税小尿税小尿大尿税力尿差尿税陰尿税遠尿大尿税法尿税本 末苦行相違小法尿税総量税少量大量税力量税差量税飲料遠慮税過料法量税本末苦行と Chapter 2 Expedient. Thereupon the world honors one emerged quietly from his samadhi and said to Shariputra, the wisdom of the present Buddha is profound and immutable. The gate to it is difficult to understand and difficult to enter. The wisdom cannot be understood by any Shravaka or Patika Buddha because the present Buddha attained on many hundreds of thousands of variants of past Buddhas and practiced the immutable teaching of those Buddha bravely and strengthfully to their far-flung fame until they attain the profound Dharma, which you have never heard before, and became Buddha, and also because since they became Buddha, they have been expounding the Dharma according to the capacity of all living beings in such various ways that the true purpose of their various teaching is difficult to understand. Shariputra, since I became a Buddha, I also have been expounding various teachings with various stories of previous lives, with various parables, and with various similar. I have been reading all living beings with immutable expedient in order to save them from various attachments, because I have the power to employ expedient and the power to perform the paramita of insight. Shariputra, the insight of the Tathagata is wide and deep. The Tathagata have all state of mind towards immutable living beings, unhindered eloquence, powers, fearlessness, dhyana, concentration, emancipation, and samadhi. They enter deep into boundlessness and attain the Dharma which you have never heard before. Shariputra, the Tathagata divides the Dharma into various teachings and expands those teachings to all living beings so skillfully and with such gentle voices that living beings are delighted. Shariputra, in short, the Buddha attains the immutable teaching which you have never heard before. No more Shariputra will I say, because the Dharma attained by the Buddha is the highest truth, rare to hear and difficult to understand. Only the Buddha attains the highest truth. That is the reality of all things in regard to their appearance as such, their natures as such, their entity as such, their powers as such, their activity as such, their primary causes as such, their environmental causes as such, their effect as such, their reward and retribution as such, and their equality as such despite these differences. 妙法蓮華経如来十両本第16自我特別来小教小古宗無料百千国際や葬儀上説法教系部宗奥宗上流法仏道如来無料移動修上広報弁言明反理術別上重視説大上中央視精進図力量天道師水言理不見主権が滅動国用者利限界連邦に総括合し修上基心一時入大一心欲見物自作心自我具修職質量重戦が自合修再死不滅違法弁力合言不滅別予告修良心業者が無老いついすすぶ情報尿等無門理が滅動が検証修上末代多空海公不異言交渉活合因合地連邦内水説法人通力尿和葬儀工場材料重戦具要所重症修上健康多少生じた指導安穏天人上10万音で衝動王将号住宅経過主上昇有楽昇天逆天空上者主義なんだら計算物具大衆が浄土風紀理衆検証無償不良量税70万税総在衆上位悪強引阿葬儀公右門参謀妙相右衆空毒入和式直座即会見が指示説法悪事施主物物事無料空内見物物難地が地力量税交渉無料重病部種国中防所 うちさもっとし将棋と男女用事物語実布工業以前をおしこ出在にご支部の石膏もが薬異生物食原風天道出在にご別異条件が公に消去し使用一弱行欲打を悪道同時修道行道右行道随用消化道異摂取図法毎時さぜね伊賀領主女即入部浄土即成就仏心16th chapter, the duration of the life of the Tathagata. It is many hundreds of thousands of variants of trillions of Sankhya Kalpa since I became the Buddha. For the past innumerable kalpas, I have always been expounding the Dharma to many hundreds of millions of living beings in order to raise them into the way to Buddhahood. In order to save the perverted people, I experientially show my nirvana to them. In reality, I shall never pass away. I always live here and expound the Dharma. Although I only live here with the perverted people, I disappear from their eyes by my supernatural powers when they see me seemingly pass away, and make offering to my Sharira and adore me, admire me, and become devout, upright, and gentle, and wish to see me with all their hurt at the cost of their lives. I reappear on Mount Secret Eagle with my Sangha and say to them, I always live here, I shall never be extinct. I show my extinction to you expediently, although I never pass away. I also expound the unsurpassed Dharma to the living beings of the other world. If they respect me, believe me, and wish to see me, you have never heard this. Therefore, you thought that I pass away. I see the perverted people sinking in an ocean of suffering. Therefore, I disappear from their eyes and cause them to admire me. When they adore me, I appear and expound the Dharma to them. I can do all this by my supernatural powers. I live on Mount Secret Eagle and also in the other abode for Asankhya Kalpa. The perverted people think this world is in a great fire. The end of the Kalpa of destruction is coming. Reality, this world of Bai is peaceful. It is filled with gods and men. The garden, forest, and stately building are adored with various treasures. The jewel trees have many flowers and fruit. The living beings are enjoying themselves, and the gods are beating heavenly drums, making various kinds of music, and raining mandala flowers on the great multitude and me. This pure world of mine is indestructible, but the perverted people think it is full of sorrow, fear, and other suffering. It will soon burn away. Because of their evil karma, these sinful people will not be able to hear even the names of the three treasures during a Sankhya Kalpa. To those who have accumulated knowledge and who are gentle and upright, and who see me living here, expounding the Dharma, I say the duration of my life is immeasurable. To those who see me after a long time, I say, it is difficult to see a Buddha. I can do all this by the power of my wisdom. The light of my wisdom knows no bound. The duration of my life is immeasurable kalpa. I obtained this longevity by age of practice. All of you wise men have no doubt about this. Remove your doubts, have no more. My words are true, no fear. First, the physician who sent a man experientially to tell his perverted son of the death of their father in order to cure them, was not accused of falsehood, although he was still alive. In the same manner, I am the father of the world. I am saving all living beings from suffering, because they are perverted. I say that I shall pass away, although I shall not. If they always see me, they will become arrogant and righteous, and cling to the five desires so much that they will fall into the evil region. I know who is practicing the way and who is not. Therefore, I expound various teaching to all living beings according to their capacity. I am always thinking, how shall I cause all living beings to enter into the unsurpassed way and quickly become Buddhas. 妙法蓮華経如来人力本来21小仏聖者十王大臣随意越衆上見無量人力絶相心本天心法無修異具仏道者見士下宇小仏業界小牛単自思想注文実法自戒六修道異仏滅道 の自世教皇成仏会館見無量人力俗類世教三味十字者を無量公中有効有能聖人識読無変無垢行実報告不可得偏在の自世教欲意見が薬見打法仏一生運人有見が今日教継承菩薩の自世教ヨガ牛粉寺滅道他法仏一切会館実法現在仏病過去未来薬見薬薬用特感義小仏打道長所得意用当時世教者薬服薬道徳の自世教者王将法師義名字九言小説無具自尿不老空中一切無償法如来滅後自部小説教因縁牛子大乗実説水義尿実説尿日学校網の上昇有名死人行政権の別種上無料菩薩一教11条で公打ち四苦毒利用が滅道後十字司教善人の仏道欠如無義 The supernatural powers of the Tathagata. The Buddha, the world seers, have great supernatural powers. They display their immutable supernatural powers in order to cause all living beings to rejoice. The tip of the tongue reaches the heaven of Brahman. Immutable rays of light are emitted from their bodies. For those who are seeking the enlightenment of the Buddha do these things rely to be seen. The sound of couching of the Buddha and sound of their fingers snapping reverberate over the world of the 10 quarters, and the ground of those words quaked in the sixth way. The Buddha joyfully displayed their immutable supernatural powers because the Bodhisattva from underground vowed to keep this sutra after my extinction. Even if I praise for immutable kalpas, the keepers of this sutra, to whom it is to be transmitted, I can't place him high enough. His merits are as limitless, as infinite, as boundless as the skies of the world of the 10 quarters. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to see me. He also will be able to see many treasures Buddha, the Buddha of my miracles, and the Bodhisattva whom I have taught today. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to cause me to rejoice. He also will be able to bring joy to the Buddha of my miracle and also to many treasures Buddha who once passed away. He also will be able to see the present, past, and future Buddha of the world of the 10 quarters, make offering to them and cause them to rejoice. The Buddha sat at the place of the enlightenment and obtained the hidden core. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to obtain the same before wrong. Anyone who kept the sutra will be able to expound the meanings of the teaching and the name of the word of the sutra. Their eloquence will be as boundless as unhindered as the wind in the sky. Anyone who understands why the Buddha expound many sutras, who knows the position of the sutra in the series of sutras, and who expound it after my extinction, according to its true meaning, will be able to eliminate the darkness of the living beings of the world where he walks about, just as the light of the sun and the moon eliminate all darkness. He will be able to cause immutable bodhisattva to dwell finally in the one beaker. Therefore, the man of wisdom who hears the benefit of these merits and who kept the sutra after my extinction will be able to attain the enlightenment of the Buddha definitely and doubtlessly. 日蓮大聖人五明藩官行八万章に示しての玉枠 Returning Buddha Dharma to the West. भारत को चांद का देश कहा जाता है. बुद्ध भगवान दुनिया में चांद की तरफ चमके. जापान को सूरज का देश कहा जाता है. इसलिए जापान में सूरज जैसा महागुरु प्रकट हो सकता है. चांद पश्चिम से पूर्व की ओर चलता है. इसका मतलब है बुद्ध धर्म भारत से पूर्व की ओर फैला. सूरज पूर्व से पश्चिम की ओर चलता है. यह शुभ संकेत है कि जापान का बुद्ध धर्म फिर भारत आएगा. चांदनी सूरज की रोशनी से कम होती है. इसलिए बुद्ध भगवान ने कम समय तक लोटस सूत्र सिखाया. सूरज की रोशनी बहुत तेज होती है. यह दिखाता है कि जापान का बूता धर्म अंधे युग में चमकेगा। बूता भगवान के समय में लोटस सूत्र के शत्रु नहीं थे। अंत के युग में लोटस सूत्र के बहुत शत्रु होंगे। यह समय है बोधिसत्व सदा परिभूत के मार्ग पर चलने का। हम लोगों के दिल में बुद्धा बनने का बीज बोते हैं। हर शिष्य को चाहिए कि जीवन की कीमत पर भी बुद्धा की शिक्षा पाए रहे। नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो, नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो, नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो, नाम म्योहो रेंगे, नाम म्योहो रेंगे, नाम म्योहो रेंगे, नाम म्योहो रेंगे, नाम म्योहो Nam myo renge, 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 nam myo renge kyo, 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 ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経ナム妙法蓮華経 The difficulty of retaining the sutra, chapter 11, beholding the sutra, stupa of treasure. It is difficult to keep this sutra. I shall be glad to see anyone keeping it even for a moment. So with all the other Buddha, he will be praised by all the Buddha. He will be a man of endeavor, a man of endeavor. He should be considered to have already observed the precept and practiced the duty. He will quickly attain the unsurpassed enlightenment of the Buddha. Anyone who reads and recites the sutra in the future is a true son of mine. He shall be considered to live on the stage of purity and good. Anyone after meditation who understands the meaning of the sutra will be the eyes of the world of the gods and men. Anyone who expounds the sutra even for a moment in this dreadful world should be honored with offering by all gods and men. ナム妙法蓮華経 हम ईमानदारी से महामंदारा गोहनसों के पूरा चक्र में आदरणीय लोगों को लोटस सूत्र और उदयमुख का पाठ करने के सभी गुणों को सम्मान पूर्वक समर्पित करते हैं। महापरोपकाशी शिक्षण शाक्य मुनि शाश्वत बुद्ध को लोटस सूत्र और धर्म के सभी संरक्षणात्मक देवताओं को सर्वोच्च शिक्षण के लिए भगवान शाक्य मुनि बुद्ध ने बोधि वृक्ष बोधगया के नीचे ज्ञान प्राप्त किए और तब से उन्होंने विभिन्न तरीकों से विभिन्न शिक्षाओं का प्रचार किया ताकि सभी जीवित लोगों को इस सांसारिक क्षेत्र से मुक्त होने में मदद मिल सके और अंत में लोटस सूत्र का प्रचार किया जो लगभग 2400 साल पहले पवित्र भूमि गीत की छोटी लाजगील भारत में सर्वोच्च शिक्षाओं का प्रचार करता था। हम सभी हमेशा बुद्ध धर्म के अनुसार जी सके, अपने बौद्ध विश्वास को गहरा कर सके और ज्ञान विकसित करने के लिए अपने बोधिसत्व प्रथाओं को जारी लग सके और दूसरों को भी ऐसा करने में मदद कर सके। इस दुनिया में अधिक से अधिक लोग बुद्ध धर्म से संबंध रखें और अपने जीवन में धर्म के आनंद का आनंद ले। शांति दुनिया के हर कोने में व्यक्त हो सकती है और सभी शांति और खुशी का आनंद ले सकते हैं। पहिया सभी जीवित प्राणियों में फैल सकता है ताकि हम और सभी जीवित प्राणी एक साथ ज्ञान प्राप्त कर सके, दुनिया शांतिपूर्ण हो और सद्भाव में ला सके और सभी जीवित प्राणी सभी कष्टों से मुक्त हो सके, सभी संवेदनशील प्राणी स्वस्थ और खुश रहे। नाम म्योहो रेंगे क्यो शुजो मुहें से गंदो 본노 무슈세간당 오몸무진세간지 무즈도 무조세간조. Sentient beings are immeasurable. I bow to serve them all. Our ever desires exhaustible. I bow to consume all. The Buddha's teaching are immeasurable. I bow to study them all. The way of the Buddha is unaccepted. I bow to attain the path of life. Nam myoho renge kyo. Nam myoho renge kyo. Nam myoho renge kyo. Uigansho Shoushu Etsujo 地が格とず一緒こぶすあえふThank you so much. I'm very happy to chanting at the Mahabodhi temple under the Bodhi tree where Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment holy place with all of you. And I also thank you to the chat message, good morning, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And I'm very happy you are from Seattle, Washington, and the Buddhist priest of Nichiren sect, Nichiren Shu. And I'm very happy to meet you. Thank you so much. Let's continue chanting for inner peace of all living beings. सभी जीवित प्राणियों की आंतरिक शांति के लिए नाम-म्योहो रेंगे क्यो का जाप जारी रखें. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. This is Uchiwa Daiko, नाम-म्योहो रेंगे क्यो drum. See you evening chant, chanting शाम को मिलेंगे. Have a nice day. आपका दिन शुभ हो, आपका ख्याल रखिएगा.